Are you ready to e-file your GST HST return? How exciting and a little scary. The e-filing process and payment can be a bit daunting, so we are going to walk through each step so that you feel confident submitting your return. Now, 2 warnings before we get started. Number 1, most of the time your bookkeeping software won't file your GST HST return for you. It may provide you with a sales tax report, but often does not send the information to the CRA on your behalf. If you misunderstand your software's capabilities, you could end up paying late penalties and fees. Number 2, e-filing and payment are 2 separate steps. Many clients assume that payment is sufficient and once again end up with late filing penalties or fees. To properly file, you'll need to e-file and then pay the CRA. How to e-file your GST HST return. To e-file your GST HST return, you are going to need to first log into your CRA My Business account. If you don't already have an account, you'll need to register. I've put the login and registration link along with these step-by-step instructions in our GST HST Quick Action handout available on our website. Once signed in, scroll down on the main page to our GST HST account and click on the RT001 highlighted in blue. Next, click on the View Expected and Filed Returns. This page is helpful for identifying GST HST returns that still need to be filed and provides their GST filing deadline. You'll need to know the exact reporting period in our next step, so take a screenshot or write down the dates of the GST HST return you are e-filing. This is a very important step for businesses that are newly registered for GST HST, as the initial date may not be the beginning of a month, but the actual registration date, such as January 12th. Now that we've noted the exact reporting period, scroll down to the bottom of the screen and select Return to Home page. Once again, scroll down to the GST HST section and click the RT001 highlighted in blue. Then from the GST HST overview page, click File a Return. Now a whole bunch of words now pop up along with a few options. Don't panic. All you need to do is select the first option, Goods and Services / Harmonized Sales Tax Return. Then scroll down and click Next. Now, you need to enter your GST HST reporting period dates that we noted earlier. For example, if you are filing a GST HST return from September 1st to August 31st, enter those dates in the available boxes. These dates must match your GST HST filing period exactly, or the website won't let you proceed. Once you've entered the dates, scroll down and review the options. Know that most won't apply unless you are filing a GST HST return that is completely blank or you have a special situation, like the GST HST New Housing Rebate. If nothing is applicable, then click Next. At this stage, you'll complete your GST HST return from the information you've accumulated in our last video, which describes how to calculate your GST HST return balance. I would highly recommend using our GST HST working draft template to give yourself some structure and context when filling out the boxes. Box 135 and box 136 can often be left blank unless you have pension rebate amounts or a new housing rebate, and most don't. Once all your data has been entered, scroll down and click Next. On this next page, review your GST HST return. Do the numbers and end balances align with your GST working draft or sales tax calculations? Do you need to go back and make a few edits, or are the box numbers and amounts working out? Is the end balance correct? Once you're happy, consider if you'll make a payment in the next 5 days, then certify the information as correct and hit Submit. Now, one last important step that many business owners forget is to save a copy of your e-filing confirmation. Printing to paper or saving to PDF is just fine, but make sure you keep a record of your filing. You'll want it to confirm that you filed on time. One extra tip: File even if you can't pay. You'll save yourself late filing penalties, which are much higher than interest on unpaid amounts. So make sure you get your return filed on time, every time. How to pay your GST HST return. Now that we've e-filed our return, we're going to need to pay our GST HST tax bill. Once again, this is an intentional process. Your bookkeeping software can't do this for you. It may record the payment, but often does not send the money to the CRA on your behalf. So how do you make sure that your tax bill is paid? Well, I would highly recommend using the CRA My Payment portal. This gives you the most control over exactly where your payment is going and has never let me down. I've detailed the full instructions for using the CRA My Payment portal in our GST HST Quick Start handout, along with a website link so you know where to go. Other payment options, like online banking, can sometimes leave your payment in suspense accounts that require you to call the CRA and reallocate the payment. Paying in person at your bank or by a mail check requires an additional step through the completion of Form RC-158 that you will need to obtain beforehand. These extra considerations are why using the CRA My Payment portal is my go-to choice for paying all of my tax bills. Okay, that is all I have for today. I hope this video has helped you navigate the e-filing process and CRA payment process with more confidence. I will see you in our next video. Bye for now.